Yo, what's up everyone? Kevin here. Today I'm up snowboarding at North Star, and in this video I want to take you through a list of small tricks that you can do on micro features. So micro features are a great place to start in the terrain park. It's low consequence, it's going to set you up for success, and just going to help you to build your muscle memory, being able to try tricks over and over again. So I'll take you guys through some tricks you can do on boxes, jumps, and even over some mellow rollers. Up here at North Star, they have an amazing small park. They just got about 30 inches of snow, so it's buried most of their terrain park, and the only thing they've been able to salvage are the small features. Today was the perfect day to get a bunch of small tricks on these micro features. A fun trick to get started with on these micro features is doing some presses on the boxes. A small, short box is the perfect place to get used to doing presses. It sets you up so that you only have to hold the press for a few seconds. One thing that can help you hold the press is to reach with your hand down towards the tail or nose of your snowboard. By reaching like this, it's gonna move your weight into the press so that you can hold it the entire length of the box. One thing to be cautious of when doing presses on these short features is that the box is gonna be over quick, so get ready to move your weight back to centered so that you can have that level landing and ride it out. Another trick you can do on a micro feature is a backside board slide. A small micro feature is the perfect place to get started with board slides because you only have to hold it for a few seconds before you're at the end of the box and then coming out of the board slide to ride straight. With these small features, you don't have to get your board completely sideways right from the start. You can build up to it, starting with small twists until you're comfortable getting that full sideways board twist all the way across the feature. Up here at North Star, they also have some really small micro size jumps. And with these jumps, it's a great place to get started with spins. A few spins that are easy to get started with are 180s. The amazing thing about doing 180s on these really small jumps is that you don't need too much time to bring the 180 around. With these small 180s, you can just twist your board underneath you. And by twisting your board, it happens a lot faster, so you don't need a ton of height. Even though these jumps are really small, you can still get a good pop off the lip of the jump, and by getting a good pop straight into the air, that's gonna give you the time to twist your board underneath you and then spot your landing. Before you take your 180s to these small jumps, make sure you got your switch riding dialed ahead of time. That will help you a ton with the landings. A spin you can progress onto with these small jumps is getting into some 360s. Typically on a jump, you've got the tabletop and a knuckle, but with these really small features, it's eliminating the knuckle so that if you do come up short, there's gonna be very low consequence. The first thing I think about when I'm coming in for a 360 on a small jump is making sure that I've got the speed dialed. So on a small jump, I think it's okay if you come up too short, but you definitely don't wanna send it too big. For the approach, I'm doing a couple turns to set up the spin, and then as I take off, trying to get that clean pop straight up into the air. By getting that pop up into the air, it's gonna give you that time to get the 360 around. And with these small jumps, if you don't get a clean pop, you just might not have enough time to fully get the 360 around. And then to create that rotation, wind up with your shoulders and then rotate in the direction you wanna spin. I usually like to think about spinning 270 and then twisting the last 90 to bring the landing around straight. These micro jumps are the perfect place to get your 360s going, but make sure you build up to them first by doing straight airs to gauge the speed, and then 180s, and finally 360s. Up at North Star in the park today, they also had 2 rolls, and I think eventually these are gonna be turned into medium jumps, but until they're finished being built, this was the perfect place to get some butter tricks down. So if you're into butters and you're getting creative with them on the slopes, if you can find some mellow rolls or knuckles of a jump, that can be a great place to take your butter tricks to the next level. Doing butters on a roll is a great place because it helps to build that pressure on your board. So as you press into your nose and tail, it's much easier to hold it. And then as you come over the roll, you can even get some air to finish off the butter trick. These rolls can be a bit more high consequence because of the speed, so do butter tricks that you're comfortable with. Awesome guys, so I hope you have fun learning these small tricks on these micro features. If you want to see more videos like this about small tricks, give this video a like. I'll also put all my park gear in the description if you want to check it out. Be safe out there in the park guys, have fun, and I'll see you in the next video soon.